So in this video, I just want to show you guys an example of how I run my hour-long sessions. They're full body, cardio toning is the purpose. That is to have your heart rate elevated and also resistance so you rebuild that lean muscle. You're also going to get to see the tempo that I like to work at. So today we're going to use the kettlebell. Kettlebells, they pretty much work your whole entire body if you're doing them right. So it's definitely a full body exercise. First, as a warm-up, we're just going to start with squat press. So today I'm just going to do a couple of examples of each exercise just so you can see. And then I might have you go into a kettle swing, which is simple. Right now, you're working your back, your shoulders, your abs, and your entire core as well as your legs, just with this small movement right here. And because you're working quick, you're getting your heart rate up. And then from here, I might have you take a break. And then I'll say, let's do kettle swings, but alternate hands. So now the same movement, you're gonna swing, but now you're gonna do one hand. You bring it out on a 45 degree, and you're gonna alternate at the bottom. Same thing. Now you're just adding a little more resistance to each side of your body. Working your obliques, your whole core, your arms and your legs again. Good. So from here, because you're winded, I might give you a small break and have you go into some side bends. Right now here, I'm focusing on my obliques. There's no movement in my lower body. All the movement is coming from my core, my torso. So when you go down, you want to feel where the pull is coming from, where it's stretching from, and that's where you want to pull back from. And I'll say switch sides. And you'll do the same exact movement. You want to pull back up where you feel the stretch. That way you know you're doing the exercise correct way. Good. So now here, we can go into a clean, a kettle clean, which with good back posture, you're gonna squat down and you're gonna jerk it up. Now I don't have you flip the kettlebell over like that because I think that's a dangerous movement. I like you to keep the kettlebell nice and close to your body and not out from your shoulder, right in front of your chest. You're gonna squat and have it roll under your thumb. And you're just gonna keep doing cleans, just like this. Then I'll say switch, and you go right to the other side. We usually do about 15 to 20 reps per, depending on how much weight we're using that day. Some classes will focus on lighter weights and more reps, and other classes will focus on a little more resistance and building more muscle. Good. So that's the kettle clean. Now we're gonna do one of my active abs. Basically, active abs are movements where you're working on your core, which is your abdominals, your glutes, and your lower back. You're working your core, which you use your core and all the rest of the muscles in your body. So first we're gonna do passes. Now when you're doing passes, you don't want anything moving below your hips at all. Your legs stay totally stationary. No hip, no knee, no movement at all. And all the movement is gonna be from your core, your torso up. So first, what we're gonna do is get in a small squat stance and hold the kettle right in front of our chest. And then we're gonna turn to each side and we're gonna extend our arms out. You wanna make sure that you put your arms all the way out straight. Watch. See how I'm just moving my torso end up. When you extend your arms out and you're turning like this, you're working your obliques, your abs, and also your inner abdominal muscles. So I'll have you do anywhere from 20 to 30 reps of that. And from there, I'll have you go into the reverse wood chop, or what I call them, it's pretty easy, is just turn and toss. So again, you're turning, your legs are moving, and then you're turning and you toss. Good. And now we'll go the other way. Good, and you can see how we're doing core and we're also using the rest of our body. And it's also like cardio because we're getting out of breath and working our heart rate. Next, we're gonna go into curl press. Obviously, you know what those muscles work. Biceps and your shoulders, deltoids. Good. So I'll have you just do a couple curls on each side. Good. And then we're gonna switch. Go to the other side. And press. And press. Good. And right from there we can go. We can do skull crushers or tricep extensions. Work the other side of the arm. Now you want to keep from your shoulders to your elbows totally stationary, no movement, and just bend your elbow. Now we're focusing on the triceps. This is almost like an active recovery. Good. And then when we're done there, we can do a few leg movements. This is kind of like a one-legged squat or a lunge. So you'll hold the kettle right up in front of your chest like this, and you'll go down to the ground with your squat movement. Now, when you're doing these, you don't want your knee to go past your toe, and you can go straight down to the ground, pushing off your heel. And we'll switch sides. We can also do regular lunges, alternating, or skater lunges. Back on a 45-degree angle. As you can see, pretty much do anything with these kettlebells. Now, we're gonna get into some kettle push-ups. There's only one kettle here, so you're gonna be focusing on one side at a time. So, when you're doing these, you wanna really focus on pushing with the arm that is on the kettle, like this. Just like that. Switch, and back down. Focus on the other side. Good. So right there is an example of what we do during one of my hour sessions. Hope you guys enjoyed that.